welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I actually made like a video, not like a short or reel, whatever type video. So this is, been waiting. And honestly, I just wanted to come on here and be like, yeah, let's do this. Like, I feel like I need to continue making videos, making content, being a little bit more consistent. As you know, that's a flaw of mine, but I try. Today I'm doing a Latin makeup look on obviously melanated skin. So define what is a Latin makeup look. Latin makeup is all about showing a bolder side of makeup, magic with sharp brows, defined eyes, full luscious lips, and sleek highlighted cheekbones that extrude a sultry and sensual aura. So let's see how I can create this look all together. So I definitely have the dark, bold brows. I'm just gonna, start off with, because I already have my brows done. I'm just gonna use the Benefit gel, just to like hold it in place a bit. Give that extra oomph, Okay, so before I do anything on my face, I'm going to use, if I can find it offhand, off the rip. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tone my face. So I'm gonna skin prep my face, obviously, because I'm gonna put makeup on. So I already did my, usual skincare makeup a while ago, like a couple hours ago. But now I'm just gonna like refresh it. So I'm gonna put like the Glow Toner by Charlotte Tilbury, just kind of the Milk Toner by Charlotte Tilbury, just kind of go over all the areas but my brows because I already did them. Okay. Let that sit for a second here. And I don't need to put moisturizer because I already have moisturizer on. I just wanted to kind of prep it again. I'm gonna go in with like my primer, might as well. I'm using the Milk Grip Primer. Really get it here. Okay, let that kind of sit in. And then for foundation, since I kind of want like really bold look, I'm gonna use Huda. So I use the shade Toffee, which is 420G, and the Easy Blur. So I use the 420. Since I want a bold look, I want it to look like cake, baby. So I like to just go on and we'll just do one side at a time. Use a foundation brush and just kind of get it on. Definitely medium to full coverage, Huda. I ain't mad at that. Oh, I don't want to get in my hair or my... Okay, kind of like drag it, really buff it into your skin. Okay, whatever leftover product, I can put it on my forehead here. But this is what the foundation looks on. It looks a little light, but I usually bronze it up and warms it up anyways. I'm gonna just blend it off. So now it's time to conceal and contour your face. I'm gonna use my handy dandy Hourglass concealer. It's my favorite. And just kind of go in a V because we're going Latina. We want bold, baby. Bold, baby. Let's kind of get that equal here. I like to go really close to the, very bold. And then use your concealer brush and really blend. Really blend that product in. Get it on the nose, side of the nose, and kind of work your way up like a V almost. Kind of drag it down. Really get into that. Going bold here. Okay. To the nose. But anyways, how is everybody doing this year? Like, I went already on a trip. I've been on a couple of dates. I am single and ready to mingle. I tried a couple of dating sites. You know, it's hit or miss. I mean, I've been on a couple of dates. Some were kind of more disappointing than others. I did get catfished once, which is kind of depressing. But yeah, you know what? You live and you learn. It's about to be spring and summer. I'm obviously gonna get off these apps. I feel like I'm better, you know, doing things, interacting with people in person, and I can feel them out right away than, you know, someone, you know, pretending to be who they are online. So yeah, stay away from online dating. But I would like to get on Raya. I don't know. Anybody been on Raya or has gotten accepted on Raya? Let me know how that is. So as you can see, I didn't really I did blend as much as I could, but I'm gonna go with like a contour powder. This is the one in Tarte. It's called Deep Cool Bronze, and it's a contour shade, and I'm just gonna go just below my cheekbone, so open it. And it was actually open, awkward. and just below my cheekbones. So my cheekbones are kind of here, just to really get that, like, or you can do that. Like, really define cheekbones. And I'm not gonna, like, I really want to angle. And then I'm gonna, you know, obviously do the regular contour here, here, here. Really sculpt my face here. This is definitely a full beat. So let's get this hair out of the way. And then get on the nose here. All right. So for the contour, especially here, we're not going to blend up, we're going to blend down. Just going to blend down because we want that sharp cheekbone. We don't want to go really that much higher than what we placed it under, so we can get that, like, sharp contour. But yeah, let's talk about the story I got, like, catfished. So I went to Montreal to visit my cousin, visit her new place in Montreal, which is, it's cute. It's such a cute luxury condo. And literally, I had dates lined up. So my first date was, I believe, the Saturday. It was Saturday night. I was kind of nervous. The guy was really sweet. I really thought, you know, like, we would, like, see each other and this could be, you know, my person, because we do have a mutual friend, someone I used to work with back when I used to work in the nightclub as co-check. And, you know, he's not from Ottawa or Montreal or whatever, Ontario or Montreal. And I was like, oh, he's super nice. He's super cute. You know, he's Nigerian, but like tech. And I'm like, okay, this is, you know, out of my comfort zone. I don't really date like geeks, like smart people, like, like I date like mostly street smart people. And I wanted to, you know, get out of that because I really want to settle down and, you know. And I thought the date went well, and we were, you know, conversating after the date and stuff like that. But Valentine's Day kind of hit, and he was just like, I don't believe in Valentine's Day. And I'm like, well, Valentine's Day is my favorite day. Like, if you didn't want to get me something for Valentine's Day, then you should have just said, I don't want to get you something for Valentine's Day. And then after Valentine's Day happened, I just stopped talking to him. Because what the hell? Like, are you vetting for me, or you're just trying to waste my time or just go on dinners with me? Like, you're just awkward. Like, you're already, like, not what I typically go for. And I really, like, thought we, you know, really connected. But, like, when I say I like Valentine's Day, I'd be like, oh, just send me flowers. Send me a little bouquet. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, $1,000 worth of anything, you know what I mean? Like, I understand we're just dating, but if you want this to go anywhere, and I say, hey, like, I love Valentine's Day, like, you don't even have to do much. You could have just Ubered me eats or something. Be like, I really want to do something special. I'm not there. Like, clearly you weren't interested. So, bye. Like, we're not hanging on to men in 2025, okay? If you are showing me that you don't want to be with me, don't expect me to continue on. Like, if you go like a whole day without messaging me and the conversation's not going anywhere, don't expect to be in my life, you know? So I thought that date was, you know, potentially could have been the one. He travels a lot. I love to travel and whatever. But it ended up not working out. Oh well, on to the next. So the following day, when I was in Montreal, I went on a last minute date, which he kind of knew that I was coming to Montreal. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm about to leave soon. Like, you're working. Cool. That's fine. I'll do the coffee date. I never agreed to do coffee dates. It's like, there's a reason why I don't do coffee dates. And this is exactly why I don't do coffee dates. So I agreed. I told him like, kind of like where I am located. And he's like, oh, there's a Tim Hortons. Okay. So I go there. I'm like, what the hell? Where is he? Like, it's been like, you know, a couple of minutes. And I message him on the app. And I'm like, I don't see you. Like, where are you? I've been here waiting. Oh, I'm not at the right Tim Hortons. First of all, we're going to a Tim Hortons. If anybody knows Ontario, that's like the cheapest coffee place you could ever bring somebody. It's not even a cafe. It's literally a $2 coffee. If that, you know? I get points. I go there when before work and stuff. And sorry, this is the Too Faced multi-sculpting concealer that I'm just adding on over the Hourglass concealer that I have. So red flag right there. Like, we didn't even pick the right location. He ended up coming to my location since I'm not really familiar with Montreal like that, or wherever. I was in Laval. Anyways, red flag number 1. Number 3, I'm in Laval. Okay, so he comes out of this, like, mind you, I don't judge about a book, but like, I don't judge a person with their car, but you come out of like an old rundown Acura, and which I have an Acura. I have a 2017 Acura. It's pretty old, but his was like probably 10 years older than mine. Fair. Cool. You come out of your car and you don't even look like what your pictures look like. And I'm like, okay, like I'm awkward. Like, I should have just left then. I should have left when he wasn't at the Tim Hortons. Okay, I'm just gonna spray myself with a setting spray just to kind of like set all the concealer and the bronzer in. You make sure you really blend that in, okay? So he does not look like his pictures. Okay, so we proceed to go in. Like, he greets me. So he's Haitian. You know how Haitians greet, like a look, back on the, whatever. I hate that shit. He greets me, and we go in the Tim Hortons. He already has a coffee because he bought it at the other Tim Hortons. And we're in line just chit-chatting, like, talking, blah, blah, blah. I go to order my little medium coffee, or actually I got a steep tea. My medium steep tea, 2 milk, 2 sugar, or 1 sugar. Sometimes I want to go half. And I look over, and he's not willing to pay a $2 drink. Mind you, you're the one that wants to see me. You're the one that, wants to court me, and you're not trying to pay a $2 coffee. So I proceed to pay for myself, and I'm like, that's red flag number 4. That's red flag number 4. Or probably we're at 5. I don't even know. I can't even count at this time because you don't look like yourself. You look pictures. Couldn't even pay for my coffee. I'm sitting down in the middle of the Tim Hortons, and like the conversation was just kind of like, oh, so you don't have any kids? I'm like, no, I don't have any kids. Oh, all the girls that I talk to have kids, and I'm not trying to I'm trying to have kids. And like, you're talking about kids, but you're not even talking about marriage. And that's just weird to me, because like, I'm a person that wants to go the traditional way. Like, I want to have a marriage first, and then like, when we have that marriage, then decide to have kids, because that's the normal way. Well, I thought was the normal way. A normal way of, going about dating. You date to marry, and then after you marry, you'd look to have kids. I thought that was how people like wanted to do things. Anyways, I sat through a painful, like, probably 30 minutes of him talking to me in this, you know, Tim Hortons. Oh, first of all, I couldn't even get steep tea. I remember. I couldn't get steep tea because I'm in Montreal. I'm in the Quebec side. So I had to get like an orange Pico or Earl Grey or some shit like that. And I was just disappointed anyways. Because like it's 2025. Oh, my ear is ringing. I feel like someone's talking about me. But yes, so everything's blended. You see that it's all like set. Now I would go in with a loose powder. I'm going to use my Huda. I'm going to use banana powder. I usually use my peach pie, but today, because we're, you know, going for a Latin look, I'm going to do that. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, so usually I don't even know where I'm at, but just really get in there. Anyways, I sat through that 30 minutes and then I kind of ghost him because he's like, message me when you get home. I'm like, absolutely not. I said, absolutely not. You will never see my face again or hear from me. But anyways, after a couple of days, he did message me. He's like, I didn't hear from you. What happened? I'm like, dude, like, you're not gonna work out. Like, I literally told him straight up, like, this is not gonna work out. Like, first of all, you couldn't. I was like, first of all, you didn't look like your pictures. 2, you didn't pay for my drink. 3, you only talk about having kids and not marriage. Like, that's weird. That's freaking weird to me. Like, are you okay? And his rebuttal was, before I blocked him, was, yeah, I didn't shave. I'm like, you knew I was coming. You knew I was coming to Montreal. It wasn't like a last minute thing that I was coming to Montreal. You knew like a couple weeks in the time, like almost a month in advance that I was coming to Montreal. And you still decided to not put the effort. Like, I came with a full face of makeup. For what? For what? For what? You know? Literally, for what? So, I'm going to do, like, a bold... Like, honestly, I need to get out of... So, for my eyes, I'm literally do the same thing over and over again. But... I usually do my Morphe palette. And... This is my BH Cosmetics. Fortunately, you can't get BH cosmetic products anymore. I'm gonna do like a smoky eye, and then I have this like Arthur Beauty thing. I'll try to mix because this one is like all sparkles. So I'm gonna put that in like in the corner, and then the browns. This has like some stuff here. Okay. But I just don't understand dating in 2025. I never really was on ever dating sites till this year. And clearly, I'm just putting a brown color, like just at like one of the little creases of my eye. Kind of just like, set that in. Like, I just don't know. And then, like, okay, so there's this guy that I really was interested in, and currently he lives in Arizona. And I really was interested in him at first, and then he just kind of, honestly, don't date a Cancer man. I'm a Cancer, and I highly recommend, like, stay away from a Cancer man. Like, they're the most emotional motherfuckers I've ever had to deal with. Stay away from a Cancer man. I'm telling you, stay away. Like, stay away from a Cancer man. They are the most emotional, unstable, crazy people you'll ever talk to. And I'm a Cancer woman. I couldn't deal with it. So dude was, 9 years older than me. So he's in his 40s. And like we started off, talking. It was great on the app. And then when I got off the app is when like, oh, you're not putting effort, like I want someone that's not giving me bare minimum. I'm like, dude, like I'm literally telling you about my life. Why are you telling me like I literally told you more than I usually tell anybody on a first date. Like, don't tell me I'm giving you bare minimum. I think you need to reevaluate what bare minimum is and maybe go to therapy, think about like all of that, because I opened up to you about my childhood, not surface level. Oh my god, I have makeup all over myself. It's okay. Like not surface level, and I was told I was giving surface level. All right. Okay, bud. So crazy dude. I don't know. Yeah, he said, well, I mean, the issue was with him that, like, I felt like he was so, like, unadvanced. When I mean unadvanced, like, this is not the 1990s. Like, where you need to text a novel and you have to pay for your text messages. Like, don't send me a novel. I mean, I'm not going to respond. Or I'm going to try to respond, but I'm not, like, I might miss, like, 20 points because you're writing me an essay. This is 2025 where people's attention spans are, like, literally none. So, I don't know with that one. He was something else. And then, like, he would say, like, well, you used to, answer me more and more tentative on the app. I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm obviously I'm going to answer your questions on the app because I literally have time. I'm literally, invested. Right? I'm invested in the conversation. But when you start always giving me like an essay to read, then I'm not going to be invested in the conversation. I don't have time to sit down, take 5 minutes, read a message, let's say I'm working. Take 5 minutes out of my friggin' work day, 5 minutes to read a message, answer, take another 5 minutes to respond, and then what? Like, fucking psycho. I don't know, man. Like, you are just weird. I swear, that Facebook dating app, you are just psycho. I don't know if everybody else is having the same experience as me, but people are literally psychos on that app. And I'm like, I just can't. I can't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because myself, and I don't have time for the weirdos. Sorry, weirdos. Like, and it's not even like just that, yeah, he was a really nice guy. I FaceTimed him, I called him, and then it just felt like a chore, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's because every time I spoke to him, it's like, oh, well, you're not putting effort. Okay, well, let me just, remove myself. Because clearly it's not, whatever I'm doing is not good enough. And I'm not gonna, have to prove myself to somebody constantly that I'm showing up and being in this conversation. Like, if you don't want me, baby, there's someone else that's going to want me 10 times fold. Like, it's okay. I'm not for you. I'm definitely for somebody else that has sense. Like, definitely for somebody that has sense. But anyways, I'm just trying with this eyeshadow. I suck at eyeshadow, guys. So that's my flaw of the day. So I'm going to use, I know I did like a brown and like an ombre smoky attempt. But I'm going to use one of these, maybe mix it. It's like glitter and just kind of really pop it here. Really kind of, ooh, pop it. Okay, with a color. And then I'm gonna go with like my highlight color that I usually, you know, put on, and I use the gold. This is my Mama Jamma. See how like different that like goes on than the weirdness that was going on my eye there. So I really want to just drag it a bit. Like really get into that. And then I'm going to go in with like the blending brush and just blend it here. Yeah. Like so. Okay. So it looks a little smoky. Little something something. A little something something. So, see, I'm still baking. Now I'm going to just put my bronzer on. Yeah, I'm going to do my bronzer. I'm using Makeup Forever. And just kind of really bronze me up here. Yeah. Really bronze me up here. But so guys, right now I'm off the dating sites because I need a break because it was going nowhere. It was literally going absolutely nowhere. Spring is coming and I just want to meet people the organic way. Like I just want to, you know, pull up, get hollered at. You look at them, see if they're, you know, potential or not, and go from there. Okay, so I got the bronzer on. What should I do now? I should do the eyeliner. So I'm using the Sephora Intense Ink Felt Liner. This is kind of like my go-to now. I still have like the wrapper on, but I've been using it for a couple times now, so I really like it. And then I want to kind of go in the corner of my eyes and kind of really bring that out a little bit. A little bit. Okay, and then do the same thing on this side. Just bring a little bit here. This one just looks more lit taking out of it. Okay, what do you think? Looks good. So So I had the bronzer. Gonna do like a little bit of a like, I'll do like a pink. Yeah, I'll do like a little cute pink, but not too much of a blush. So I'm using the Rosy Cheeks by MAC. So I'm just gonna like really like dust it. Like just like not even noticeable. Like you really just don't want too much blush. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is enough. Like, it's not too much. And it kind of gives like a rosy cheek. So you still have that like really nice. I'm going to go back with, so I did like the banana powder by Huda. I'm going to go in with like the peach pie now to really like lighten that. Really lighten this. Really do. Get any of the blues, I guess. Neutral. Okay, really go up that nose. And while that bakes for a bit, I'm gonna contour with this MAC. So I have a MAC Matte Rich Golden Skin Finish in like a really dark color. It's literally, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go in with a contour brush if I can find her. Found her by Sephora, and really get it on the brush and just kind of do like a little circle motion. Like really circular. We can even like go a little bit on the contour stuff. Really light-handed. And then I like to squeeze it like so, and just kind of like lightly dab, 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 dab on my nose. Because there's still product on there, and I don't want to, see, there's still product on here. But we're really sculpting that nose of mine. You see it? Really sculpt it. Like always start with a light hand and then go like a little bit more. And I like to go like really get the sides here. Okay, so because this kind of looks crazy right now, like it might look great on the camera, it looks crazy in real life, I like to blend it. So I'm gonna go with the contour brush that I had before and kind of just really blender it out. Like you don't want harsh lines, not with this, right? And then you want to see like your side. You don't ever want to just look at your front. You always want to see like, what does the side profile look? Because if it looks crazy on the side too, then girl, what is you doing? Okay. Whatever like leftover product from the Huda, like just kind of like sculpt a little bit. You see like the sides too? You want to see the side. You don't want to just always like look at one, like the front. I understand that's what we're like focused on, but like you want to look good at all angles. So, okay. So we kind of have like a little bronzy moment coming along here. I would now wipe this off, and I'm gonna use like my Rare Beauty honey, and honey, the pressed powder. I usually do my Charlotte, but my Charlotte is kind of broken, and just kind of like go over any harsh, you don't want any harsh lines anywhere, you know? And like obviously that contour, you don't want any harsh lines anywhere. So really blend. So now that I have this, I would go ahead and spray before I even do the highlight. I would go ahead and spray before I do the highlight. Just like so. Not too much. You don't want it to run down your eyes. And like really dry it quickly, because you don't want it to just like start running. I feel like that ruins your makeup, especially eyeshadow. Like, okay, like the bottom part of my face is dry, but the top isn't. Okay, I'll let that sit for a bit. But then I'm gonna go in with the same highlighter I did the inner corners, but I'm gonna go over the inner corners again and then get the cheekbone. So we're almost dry. You can see a little bit of, but this area is pretty dry. So I'm gonna go back with this palette. It's called the On the Glow palette. I don't even know who this is by. Anyways, On the Glow palette. Take a clean brush or whatever. Do dab on that yellow gold and go again right here. Right here. Right there. And then also I'm going to do my nose with this. So really take the time here, because it can look crazy. You want it to be even Steven. I don't know, does it look even? I don't know, does it? It doesn't look even on here though. Obviously a blender, because like I realize blender. I'll put like a little bronzer on there. Ooh, like a little subtle. I like that. And then with a highlighter, fan one, I'm just gonna do a little boop, boop, right there. Right there. You can even like bring it up a bit. You're fancy. Okay. So I will go over the bronzer again. I feel like, love me a little bronze, you know, moment. So I can't really see the blush. I might do blush again, because you cannot see the rosy cheeks anymore. So just there, really like a bronzed moment, you know? I look snatched. Before I put the highlight, I like to go with the freckle pen, the Freckle Noir, and get my moles. So I have one here. Really don't need a lot of product. Right here. And then I have one right here. And that's a black. Okay, and then now it's like, okay, let's do the blush again, and then we'll do lashes. I'm gonna do it off camera because we don't got time to be messing. So I'm gonna use a different, just kind of like really light. I love that light blush. Like, it's like, am I blushing or am I blushing? Okay, I love that. Okay, but we're not even close to being done. But like, I'll do the lashes off camera on. So now I'm just gonna add mascara to just kind of blend my natural lash with the lash. You can use whatever lash mascara you want to use. I like to use the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's kind of like my go-to right now. And then to add like a little bit more dimension, I kind of like to do my bottom lashes. To give, like, you know, my eyes more pop and effect. Really. See, it's a little bit, it's more glamorous, I find. Like, if you do the bottom lashes, like, Khloe Kardashian always has her bottom lashes done. Like, you always see them done. Cause it just like completes the look. I feel like if you don't have them done and you have like big lashes, it just looks weird. I kind of like the Barbie doll like effect. Okay. So you have that, and then now it's lip combo. So you see the lashes kind of like already give you that kind of like bold look. To complete the bold look, to make it even bolder, we're going in with Makeup Forever color Limitless Brown, and I just like I overline my lips because my lips are done. I like to really like color fill them in a little bit. I find like when you do this, like the color lasts a little longer. Perfect. So you have the brown. Now I like to go with MAC Honey Love. It's like my go-to combo. And really get in there with that color. If you like a matte look, honestly, you could literally leave this like this. I hate a matte lip. I don't know, I like a glossy lip, but you could always go like this. You could always have this. My hair's frizzing up or what? Could always finish a lip like this. A little ombre session here. It's probably, my hair is like poofing up, probably from the setting spray. It's like great. Just a little quick heat. I love to put it behind my ear. I don't know why. Honestly, this is a cute look. I would honestly do the, if I were you to make the look even more bolder on the eyes, I would use, do I have it out? Put like a little bit of brown right there. You know what I mean? Like right here. Like really. Like color it in right there. A little bit of brown. Like get a little bold look. I would recommend do this before you put mascara on, but you live and you learn. Sometimes you just want a little bolder look. And then honestly, this is the makeup look. This is honestly the finished makeup look. I think it is. Like, look. Or we can put more bronzer, because you know I love a little dark. This is my Latin look. Tell me how I did in the comments. If there's any looks you would like me to do, please don't feel free to leave it in the comment also. Thank you. Bye.